There are those who like to prey on the emotions of others for their own monetary gain, but then there are people like this woman who like to prey on people's stupidity.
This is what happens when you don't talk about it. This is what happens when white people don't talk about it, is you have racist dog whistle tropes like this that actually perpetuate and perpetuate and perpetuate. So I did not come on this show to sit here and argue with another white man. That's one of the reasons that we don't even engage with white men at Race to Dinner. Because quite honestly, if white men were going to do something about racism, you had 400 years. You could have done it. Okay?
I am 58 years old.
I'm shutting you down right now.
I understand for some of you white people, you've been confronted by some black person in college that spent about 15 minutes calling you a racist via their thesis paper on what racism in America actually is. But honestly, if you've done nothing, if all you've done is just respect everybody who you come across, you're not a racist. You're just a human being called a racist by somebody who's so bored with their own time, they have to spend it calling other people racist. And what I find funny is that this woman is sitting there propping herself up saying her organization is doing better than all the evil white men who've done nothing for the betterment of black people. She is preying on white women's stupidity to get them to pay $750 to unravel the whiteness within themselves. And if you think that's bullshit, wait till you read the description. Race to Community is a year-long community building program designed to help white women unravel the whiteness within. During this time, you will participate in an 8-week learning program and continue meeting as a cohort twice a month for the remainder of the year. Over the course of the program, you will engage in deep introspection surrounding your own internalized white supremacy, participate in group discussions throughout our online forum, and build community with cohort members. This program is for you if you're a white woman, because the men are just evil, misogynistic bastards forever, committed to tearing down systems of oppression that impact us all. You understand that you need a community as you strive to live an anti-racist life. You are stuck on your path. You know there is more to be done, but you don't know how to proceed. You are scared of making mistakes or confused by your own fragility. You want to build a white identity that is not based on whiteness, white supremacy, or the oppression of black, indigenous, or other random people of color. There are no quick fixes to tearing down systems of whiteness and white supremacy, and yet we know that it can be done. You can do it. It will be difficult. It may be painful with the L not added to painful, dumbasses, but it is definitely worth it. And all you gotta do during this time where everybody's striving to make some money because a pandemic might have shut down your small business and you're trying to make ends meet for yourself, your husband, your kids, etc. All you gotta do is pay some random group of people who think they know everything about race $750 to get rid of all that evil whiteness deep inside of you. And it's only for you white Karens out there, because your life is riddled with harassing black men, little black girls, and little black boys as you sit there and look at them and you think, I can't live in this world with all these jigaboos and I need to get rid of that inside my sweet succulent nipple. All you gotta do is not be a piece of shit. If you understand what is bad, if you understand what racism is and you're against that, all you gotta do is say, I'm against that. And that's it. You ain't gotta pay nobody to learn how to dismantle your whiteness. You ain't gotta pay nobody to have some indoctrination course on how to care about black people. All you gotta do is be a considerate human being. And if you already are that, congratulations. You're an honest human being who understands that the past is something you weren't even alive for, and you're here to just have a better future for not just yourself, but for your next generation and for other people, because you're a caring human being who cares about everybody. Duh, it didn't cost you any money for that. I just did this for you for free. But if you're a piece of shit racist, you're probably going to have a hard time making friends in life because you're a piece of shit racist. And that's for you to live and die alone in your sad little life. But I find it funny that everybody wants to sit here and try to be the hero that's going to help save America and the rest of the world from racism, but you gotta pay for it because racism is a money game. Anybody could milk it, whether if they're using a black life or they're preying on the stupidity of white people who feel like they're guilty 24/7 because they spend their time being called a racist by black people. It is embarrassing that this game is something people like to make a profit off of, and it's weird that an organization that has a co-founder that is a black woman is being propped up by a white woman. Why aren't you letting this black woman speak and give her opinions on this organization? Why aren't you allowing her to be on TV with Jon Stewart so that she can educate the world on why white men are the problem? Why am I listening to you when I should be listening to the disenfranchised black woman, the most disrespected group in American history? What happened to shutting your damn mouth and listening to a black person? I'm wondering if there's more to this than meets the eye. And what's funny is that somebody paying for this is the ultimate sucker. And I know there was at least 4 people who saw this and thought, man, I've been called a racist probably 10 times out of the past 2 days. I think it's time for me to dismantle all of this, and it's time for me to get rid of all this. So the next time I see those black people, they're gonna look at me, they're gonna hear me, and they're gonna say, hey, you're no longer a racist, when that's the most pipe dreamish shit I done ever heard. Because you got black people who don't care what y'all doing, who don't care how much you try to fight for it. They still don't like you, not because of who you are, not because of what you've done in your life, only because you're white.
Dear white allies, white accomplices, woke white people who are putting in the work to dismantle white supremacy. Listen. Do not be surprised when and if your black and indigenous friends pull away from you, even when you haven't done anything wrong. As a matter of fact, accept it and expect it. Every other day, a white ally or accomplice gets outed for their closeted and secret racism, and we are just tired. So there are going to be times and moments when we pull away from all white people because we don't need to be around any of you to save our sanity. And you just need to shut the fuck up and accept it. We're gonna ghost you. We may or may not be back. Continue to do your work.
Dumbasses, I've told you this. You refuse to listen to me because I'm not the right type of black to listen to, but you continue to embarrass yourselves. You put the hashtags up, you buy the shirts, you loot, you scream, you cry, all these things, and black people still don't like you. They don't want to be equal to you. They want to be away from you. And quite honestly, I want to be away from you too, because you're just that fucking gullible. It's embarrassing to be next to you. So, to all you idiots that want to sit there and say, this is a good thing, this is something that's going to help, I would like for all of you to donate to my campaign and my community, and that's the Black Lives Matter Once I Get My Hard On Foundation. You can send me money via my Cash App, and I promise you, I'll get hard, but I'm not gonna care about whatever it is I just promised you, because that's an honest campaign, because I'm always gonna be here for you. Subscribe to the channel. I'll see y'all in the next one. Goodbye.